here we're going to find the area between the function f of x equals 2 times e to the x minus 4 across the interval from x is equal to -2 to x equals +2. We're going to find the area between the function and the x-axis on the specified interval. And we're going to make sure to check and see if the function crosses the x-axis on the interval, which in this case it does. So what I've done is I've brought this graph in, which illustrates the shape of our function. The shape of our function is this exponential curve here. Okay, and we have two regions. We have a region below the x-axis right here, which I might call region A, and a region above the x-axis over here, which we might call region B. Okay, so we need to know what that 0 is between -2 and 2 so that we can determine the area of region A, which we know will be negative, so we'll absolute value it, and then add that to the region of area B, which we know will be positive. In order to find the 0 of the function, that's basic algebra, we set it equal to 0, so 2 equals e to the x minus 4. Add 4, divide by 2, I have 2 equals e to the x, or rather x equals the natural log of 2. So that 0, that ordered pair, is natural log of 2 comma 0. So when I go to set up my integral to calculate area, I'm going to have the integral from -2 to natural log of 2 of the function 2e to the x minus 4. Now I know that's going to be a negative integral, so we need to include absolute value bars. Because that's below the x-axis, it's going to be negative. We need to make it positive. Plus, my integral is going to go from the natural log of 2 to 2. And that's going to be my positive part, so that's for 2e to the x minus 4. Okay, so this is my integral setup. Pause the video and make sure this makes sense to you, how I've set this up. So at this point, we just need to calculate these two area values. We need to make sure we absolute value the first one because it's below the x-axis. And then the second one will be positive, so we don't need those there. Of course, it's fine if you write them. Okay, so we have two integrals that we're going to calculate. Integrating this, if we look at some scratch work here, and we look at integrating just 2e to the x minus 4. Well, we know that the integral of e to the x is e to the x, and the integral of 4 is going to be 4x. So when I evaluate just that integral, I know I'm going to get 2e to the x minus 4x. And so we'll have our bounds there for each of these. Okay? So this area is going to be, as I just said, the first part, we'll have 2e to the x minus 4x. We need to evaluate that between natural log of 2 and -2. And of course, use our absolute value bars. Plus, that second integral is going to be 2e to the x minus 4x. And that would need to be evaluated from +2 to natural log of 2. So what this looks like, if I plug in, let's say, natural log of 2 first, I've got 2e to the natural log of 2 minus 4 natural log of 2 minus 2, so we'll have minus 2e to the -2 minus 4 times -2. So simplifying just this first piece, e to the ln of 2 is just going to be 2. So I've got the absolute value here. Absolute value of 2 times 2 minus 4, the natural log of 2 minus 2 over e squared. That's positive 8, so minus 8. 2 times 2 is 4. Take away 8 is negative 4. So this first piece, I have negative 4 minus 4, natural log of 2 minus 2 over e squared. All right, so I still have the other part of my integral, which I need to calculate. And remember, we're going to take the absolute value of all of this. So I've got 2e to the x minus 4x evaluated from 2 to the natural log of 2. So just looking at this piece, I'll bring the other part down in a minute. I'll plug 2 in first. So that gives me 2e squared minus 4 times 2. And then we'll do natural log of 2, so minus 2e to the natural log of 2 minus 4 natural log of 2. And so this value, when I simplify it, I've got 2e squared minus 8 minus 2. E to the natural log of 2 is 2. And then minus 4 natural log of 2, but of course that's a double minus, so we have plus 4 natural log of 2. So this becomes 2e squared negative 8 minus 4 is minus 12 plus 4 natural log of 2. So it looks really messy, but what I have here, I'll factor a negative 1 out of this, and that's going to turn that positive. So I have 4 plus 4 natural log of 2 plus 2 over e squared. And I need to add to that my other region, which is 2e squared minus 12 plus 4 natural log of 2. And I mean, you can simplify this a little bit if you'd like, but let's see, the 4 and the minus 12 would give me negative 8, and 4 ln 2 plus 4 ln 2 would be 8 ln 2. I've got plus 2e squared and plus 2 over e squared. But if you plug this into your calculator, you get a value 12.5939621. Rounding that to 3 decimal places, that would be 12.594.